All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Stepback. We got another big show today. We got a bunch of stuff to get into. We've had some big performances. We've had some big stories, some injuries, some guys returning, and some movement in the standings. We're going to get into all of it. First things first, right off the top, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Make sure you guys are following along. The link for all of our social medias and everything is in the description under the YouTube video. Cool, let's run it.
A timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry! Rebound pass. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game. Is this the dagger? Oh! Iguodala to Curry. Back to Iguodala. Up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. Cleveland! This is for you.
Welcome to the Stepback Podcast.
All right, sweet. What's up, Pat? How you been, dude?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. Dude, it's been a little bit, huh? We're going to make a little change, I think, to the schedule.
Yeah.
So, Sundays and Wednesdays, they don't come out.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, we'll do Sundays and Wednesdays will be the new release date for the show. All right, cool, man. We got a bunch of stuff to get into. First thing I want to get into with you, dude, is some of the biggest stories right off the top.
Right.
Right off the top, first one that comes to mind, LeBron's return. So he comes back. He plays 31 minutes, 16, 8, and 7 on 6 of 12 shooting. Only 1 of 5 from deep, 3 of 5 at the line, 5 turnovers. What do you got? Anything?
Yeah.
Does that mean anything to you?
No, not really. I mean, it's his first game back.
Yeah.
He's just came back in the swing of things.
Uh-huh.
He's got probably another, 6 or 7 games before he's really got to turn it on for the playoffs.
Yeah.
So we'll see, man. I don't know. It's like,
I remember the bubble last year before the playoffs?
Yes.
The Lakers looked terrible.
Oh,
terrible.
yeah.
We were talking about, like, KCP can't shoot. Nobody can make a shot.
We're worried.
They're losing
we were
by
worried.
Yeah, are we worried? Are we worried? And then all of a sudden the playoffs come around and everything changes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That tends to happen with
We're
LeBron
literally
teams.
at that point of LeBron's career where, like, can you just say history shows you this and you're just not betting against history?
Yeah. You have to.
Yeah.
You
I'm
have
not
to.
betting against
Yeah.
history. That doesn't really – it really does nothing for me. Like, 5 turnovers and 1 of 5 from deep. Like, okay, that's a lot of points right there you could have made up.
Right.
He had 16. That could have easily been 26.
Yeah, easily.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally.
And then AD's been playing kind of – AD's problem seems to be the same that he was in New Orleans, where he just doesn't carry the impact.
You're right.
He'll have like 28 and 11 with 5 blocks, and they'll lose by 11.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Okay.
He's
the same thing. So I think once LeBron gets back and they play together for a little while, hopefully AD can catch his stride like at the same time. And
Yeah, this was like the longest injury of his career.
of LeBron's career. Yeah. Yeah, did you see him say he'll never be 100%? Do you make anything of that?
No. What?
He's pretty much just saying what he's always said, which is like, I haven't been at 100% since I entered the league. You know what I mean? Like,
but
I don't
also
take anything.
like,
It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, what?
It means nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they'll be fine. I think it doesn't matter. All the hype, everyone's just overblowing it. It'll be all fine. The thing I wanted to talk to you, I've been so excited to get into this with you. Jayson Tatum brings Boston back down 32. Jayson Tatum, 60. You came on here and you swore to me up and down that Kyle Kuzma was better than Jayson Tatum.
His rookie year, obviously.
I'm
not
need
at the
an apology out of you.
Not
some
currently.
respect.
Well, not currently. Obviously, Kuz is out here as like a 24% 3-point shooter. I mean, obviously he's not better than Jayson Tatum. But his rookie year, Kuz had a better rookie year than Jayson Tatum. Look at the numbers. So statistically, it's better. Yeah.
Through February 15th of this year, 2021. So basically, a couple months ago? Through 2 months ago, Ben Simmons had a higher career high than Jayson Tatum. Ben Simmons was 42. Tatum's 41. In the last 3 weeks, he's broke that shit 3 times.
But why is he not...
Have some damn respect.
Why is he not have the same type of generational talent that Luka does?
What do you mean, bro?
I just find that Luka
They play different styles. You're literally arguing the Jordan Kobe style versus the LeBron style.
Well, totally, man. But I'm just saying, like, Tatum's out here. He's inefficient. They lose a lot of games.
Dude.
You know?
Oh, my God.
They lose a lot of games.
They're inefficient. Jaylen Brown is 5 of 24. Jayson Tatum puts the team on his back, Kobe style. Just like I always say Kobe was inefficient, shot them out of a lot of games, but you love Kobe and have him so high in your thing. It's the same thing. Jayson Tatum goes 20 of 37. That's what, 58% from the floor?
Yeah.
Well, that'll work. He goes 5 of 7 from deep, 15 of 17 at the line.
It's a big night,
Everything he does is like a combo into another combo, setting himself up with an awesome shot. Even 14-foot jumpers come off awesome moves. Like, you're just counting on shot making. It's the same thing Kobe had. It's the same problem Harden has and Steph has. It's like you're counting on the ball going in the hoop.
Right.
And so he looks bad when the ball's not going in. It looks awesome when it is going in.
Yeah.
It's that gunner style of player.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But that's not going to transition into like any wins. You know? They blow a lot of games, man.
Yeah.
People take Boston a lot of years.
You came on this podcast and said Boston would not make the playoffs, and they went out and came back down 32 from a single-handed Jayson Tatum 60-point performance. He finishes with 68 and 5. 5 dimes, 8 boards.
Yeah, but there's a lot of time left, bro. I mean, they better stay out of that 7 seed. That's all I'll say. Why are they in the 7 seed? Why are we in this spot? Why are we in this spot? Why are we in this spot? Why are we in the spot?
So why is Kobe
Boston
in your
hasn't
top
been
3 or whatever
overwhelming?
Why is Kobe in your top 3 or
Because he has
whatever?
5 rings.
Okay, but talk about, you're the one who doesn't like the ring argument with Jordan.
Yeah,
so
I know.
Talk about what your eyes
But
see, the play
LeBron's
style.
impact is better. Kobe can still go out there, get you 60, and impact winning, and
just
get
like
you
that
5
kid just did. They were down 32. The game was over.
He just had to.
Jaylen Brown's 5 of 24.
Yeah, that's cool, but
The game's over.
They're a 6 seed. They're gonna lose. They're gonna lose to Miami. They'll lose to Philly. They'll lose to Brooklyn. They're gonna lose to.
So you have them losing in the first round.
Oh, would that shock you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I think they go down in the first round. I think they're a first round exit. Yeah.
Dude, you're so disrespectful to Boston and
Yeah,
Jayson
yeah.
Tatum.
Well,
you need to have some damn respect.
Yeah, but they don't do anything.
I'm
They
gonna
never
bring
do anything every year.
Yes, their
I
stars
like
are
Jaylen.
22 and 23, man. Like, no team in history has done anything, quote unquote, when their 2 main stars are 22 and 23. You keep this thing together, and these kids are 28 and 29, and then come talk to me, and they have 3 rings.
I'm just
before
saying
they're
right
30.
now. I'm not saying that
Would
they're
that
never going
surprise
to win
you?
a ring.
Would that surprise you?
Yeah, all right. I'm just telling you,
Would it?
They're not going to win a ring. They're not going to win a
Ever
ring
in their
this
careers?
year. They're not going to win a ring this year.
Oh, no, I don't think they are.
Yeah.
I don't think they are this year. I'm talking about ever in their careers. They're 22. You're writing them off.
No, I'm just saying, up to this point, up till what day is it today? May 2nd, right, of 2021, they haven't accomplished anything. They've been wildly overrated. Wildly overrated.
20 at the time.
That 60's cool.
20-year-olds drag their team to the Eastern Conference Finals. That's accomplishing nothing.
No, I mean, they went to an Eastern Conference Finals, but
Yeah,
they
they
showed
dragged
up
their
short.
team as 20-year-olds. Yeah.
They shouldn't have lost to that Miami series. They should have won that series. You can't lose to Miami. You can't lose.
I mean,
to
yeah,
Miami
you can
either.
make that argument, but
And
that
they've been
doesn't
awful
mean you can
this
say
year.
that they've accomplished nothing. Just because they didn't win a series against a much more
Agree to disagree, man. I just think Tatum is wildly overrated. He's wildly overrated.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Coming on here, talking about Kobe is top 3 or whatever you have him, when Tatum's game is the exact same thing. Like, in terms of, I don't mean rings and impact, I mean, like, his game. He's playing the exact same style game. Every bucket he gets is a Kobe bucket. Every single one. Off the tween, sidestep, even from 12 feet out, off the glass. It's like every single thing he does is generated off of, like, his ISO skills, off of his skills of chaining combinations together, and everything he does is gnarly. But, like, when it's not falling, because he can go 5 of 24 like Jaylen Brown did
Right.
when it's not falling. But so can Steph, and so can Harden, and anybody whose game is predicated on jumpers falling.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, when you're not LeBron and Giannis and Embiid, like, you only you have less avenues of dragging your team.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, but all I'm saying this year they've been terrible this year.
Totally.
They've been awful.
Underwhelmed.
They blow
But
a
I
ton
also
of
think-
leads.
I also think, once again, they don't have a point guard. Their stars are like a 2-3/3-4.
So, my
and they don't. They're just like out there like, yeah, I'll get you 30. I don't know how to win, though. Like, it's the same thing I come on here every week and say.
Right,
You
but-
don't think, honestly, I know it's not going to happen. I'm just saying, in your heart, you don't think Chris Paul goes over there and makes those guys incredible?
But what I'm saying, man, is you got to look at the trajectory of Jayson Tatum's career. You got to look at the Basketball Reference where he's, his first year he goes, I don't know, what is he? It's 17 and he goes 18 to 20. And then there's a year where he needs to make a bigger jump and that jump wasn't there. It wasn't there, man. And
so he goes from 13 to 15 and a half to 23 to
yeah, what was his
26
first
and a
year? What was
half.
his first year?
13.
And then he was 15.
15
yeah,
and
I
a
think
half.
that was the year we expected him to make a huge jump. He's dunking on LeBron and stuff. Everyone's like, oh, this guy's going to be a problem.
From 13 to 15 and a half.
And Kuz is like 17.
Everything goes
year.
up, though, across the board. Everything else.
Yeah.
Well, 3-point percentage didn't. Everything else, though. But then the next year jumps up to 23 and a half. And then this year is sitting at
26.
Yeah, 26 and a half.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, I don't know, man. They got to win more. If you're a top 5 player in the league, you got to stop losing these games in a week.
I feel like this is a new thing.
Eastern Conference.
This is a new thing. I want to say this. This is a new thing. Luka, Zion, Tatum. We got to win. We need to be aggressive in the offseason and help these guys. Bro, it is their second, third, fourth year in the league. Like, this is a new thing. This never used to be this way.
Well, it's because of the way the contracts are set up.
Not only do we give these guys time to develop as players, but as leaders, which is like the most important thing. It's way more important than how you are as a player. LeBron, talent-wise, was ready to win in 07. Totally. But he wasn't ready. He had to learn more and become a man and learn how to lead men and learn how to get through adversity and to show your teammates you can get through adversity and get on my shoulders.
Right.
That takes a long time. It took Jordan a long time. It took Kobe a while. After Shaq leaves, it takes Kobe a while. It takes a lot of these guys a while. Even though their games are there, it takes them a while to master the impact part. And I feel like social media and these current everything, we are such a victim of the current moment that like we forget that like never in NBA history has a guy find Magic, but he came in and played with another Hall of Famer. Like the guys don't come in as rookies and impact winning like that. They don't that part of their game usually doesn't develop until their second contract. You know? Like I feel like this is a new thing where like doesn't it feel like all three of those guys I just mentioned, Luka, Zion, and Tatum, doesn't it feel like all three of those teams need to be aggressive in this offseason to help those three players?
Yes.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
They're 20 and
well, it's
23.
Because it's because of the way the salary cap is and the way everything works, where it's like, dude, you got to jam in as many W's as you can get while they're still on their rookie contract.
We're expecting the most talented guy to always be the leadership guy. And I think there's a disconnect there. I don't think that's always the case, especially early on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's probably something to that. All I'm saying, though, is like, then who is it on? Who is the leader on that Celtics team? Nobody.
Yes.
They don't have a loaded.
They should not have got Kemba.
Yeah.
Why did you go get a guard who just wants to shoot? That's the opposite of what you need.
Right.
I come on here all the time talking about quarterbacks and somebody who run the offense. I'm sure it's exhausting for anyone who's ever listened to this. But, like, dude, come on. Do I not have a point? You have scorers on the wing. Lethal defender and awesome scorer, 20 a game, and generational scorer, 28 a game over here. And everything they do is created by themselves because they don't have anyone to create for them. Or how awesome would those two guys be alongside Luka or LeBron or CP or somebody like that?
Yeah, totally.
Somebody who can run, Ben. Somebody who can like out there and run an offense. You know what I mean? Draymond finished with 19 assists the other day.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Luka had 30 points, 12 boards, and 20 assists.
Yeah.
Has Boston ever had a guy like that?
No.
I don't need 20, but can you give me 7 a game?
Yeah.
Can you go out there and play point guard the way point guard is? Like, can you play point guard, or are you just a guard? Because if you're just a guard, we don't need that. Some teams need that. Other teams don't need that.
Right.
You know what I mean? A team with LeBron doesn't need a quote-unquote point guard. They need a scoring guard like Kemba.
Well, Danny Ainge screwed this whole thing up. And Danny Ainge is normally pretty good, but he screwed this whole thing up. I mean, he's missed on a bunch of these picks. Some of these guys don't play, and they're always hurt. I mean, Robert Williams is hurt again. And, it's like Neesmith is out here, and Grant Williams played 2 minutes the other night. He played 2 minutes the other night. And I know you like Grant Williams,
he was supposed to come in as a defensive guy.
Yeah, it's like none of these guys play anymore. Ojale is playing. It's like, God, we got to get like some of these guys out of here. We got to make this work. So it's like, yeah, man, it's almost on Tatum. It's like, dude, I understand that you're 23, but someone needs to step up. Go make a play. Go be a leader.
Someone needs to step up, though. Is it the kid who's his last game he went for 60. The game before that, 35. The game before that, 20. The game before that, 38. Or is it maybe, and then a 44 against the Warriors the week before that, and 32.
So we're giving them a pass because Tatum's young.
No, you're saying somebody needs to step up. Is it this guy?
Yeah, I mean, why are they the 6th seed?
Oh my God, man! You don't have this same logic.
They went to the Eastern Conference Finals last year.
You don't use the same logic for Steph Curry.
Yeah, but they went to the Eastern Conference Finals last year, man.
This is what you say about Steph Curry.
They're like 2 wins away from winning the finals.
Steph Curry's awesome. The guys on his team need to step up. And meanwhile, you talk about Tatum, and you're like, he needs to step up, but not Aaron Nesmith. What?
No, well, dude. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. It's really not, because Boston went to they were 2 wins away from going to the finals. 2 wins away from going to the finals. What happened? They
had a better team, man.
Yeah, but what happened? Why are we so far down? Why did we drop to the 6th spot? What happened?
Yeah, I don't know. My argument is not pro Boston. My argument is pro Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum.
I like Jaylen Brown. I also like Jayson Tatum, but it's just probably too early. You know? I just thought Tatum would be nicer than that at 23.
It's the 3rd biggest comeback in NBA history.
Yeah, that's cool.
Orchestrated by this one dude, 23-year-old.
Yeah, it's cool.
Nobody else.
That's cool. Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's awesome.
It was art. It was Van Gogh. It was something like I've never seen.
Yeah.
He just went, give me the ball. All you guys suck today. You should have seen the moves this kid, the shots this kid is making. Sort of how we say, like, calling Steph the best shooter ever is disrespectful. Pretending like he's making normal jumpers are disrespectful. Every bucket comes off of a string of combination of moves.
Yeah.
You like Kevin Porter Jr. Kevin Porter Jr. is a worse Jayson Tatum.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm just.
You like Kobe Bryant, you like Kevin Porter Jr., but you don't like Jayson Tatum?
Yeah, no.
What?
Yeah,
this is madness.
No,
it makes
I don't.
No sense.
No, time out. When I say I don't like Jayson Tatum,
you're comparing
obviously,
him against where people have him rated.
Yeah, I just think
like
he's
when we
way over. He's obviously he's scored 60.
It's like we say when we don't like Russ. It's like, obviously he's better than some scrubby point
I just don't think he's as good as people say he is.
You need to learn some damn respect. And at some point, he's going to make you learn it. But obviously, it's not today. Moving on. All right, let's move to the next guy who put up the massive.
What if Tatum ends his career as Carmelo Anthony?
Oh, my God. Carmelo, he's already done stuff Carmelo's never done. Led his team to the conference finals.
But, dude, but you know what I mean. He ends the rest of his career shit ton of buckets and just no rings.
I don't know.
You know? Certainly possible.
Jayson Tatum plays better, like, modern team basketball than Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, though. I'm just saying in the sense of
5 dimes on top of his 60 points. If people would have made shots, he probably would have had a triple-double.
Yeah.
People are out here bricking shots. Jaylen Brown he can't hit the water if he fell out of a boat.
Yeah. All I'm saying, man, is I just think there's a great chance. Last year, there's been a great chance the past couple of years.
I don't think they're gonna win it.
Dude,
until LeBron's out of the league. It doesn't matter if he's in the East or the West. Those kids are scarred from dealing with legendary version of LeBron, and they'll never win until LeBron's gone. And then after he's gone, when they're 29 and they're full-grown men, they're going to be a problem.
Dude, how about when he took Boston to the Eastern Conference Finals against LeBron his rookie year? He's dunking on LeBron. They're up 3-1 in that series.
But
no
even
Kyrie,
up 3-1,
no
they were never going to win that series.
No Kyrie.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
No Kyrie. They're up 3-1, right? In the Eastern Conference Finals as a rookie. Then his next year, he sucks. His second year, we're like, oh my God. You go from 13 to 15. You were just in the Eastern Conference Finals dunking on LeBron. And then his third year, he finally made a jump, and now another jump. Now he's back in the Eastern Conference Finals, but it's like, dude, you got to get me there. You got to get me there. You got to get me there. You had to get me there last year.
Dude.
You had to have. He had to have.
Craziness. This is crazy.
Yeah, and then
you're right that they
year.
had to make it last year.
Yeah.
You're right. Because nobody, just like MVP for this year, I'm finally at the point where I'll admit that Jokic has come up and earned it.
Yeah.
But like that similar situation where like somebody's got to come up and earn the Eastern Conference slot to go to the finals. Yeah. And like Miami just sort of got it by default. But like Boston should have probably been there.
Totally.
That's fair.
And now they suck again this year. You see what I'm saying though? It's like, dude, you got to start
I also am not surprised if they beat Brooklyn.
Dude,
Just
he's
like I've been saying all year.
Time out. He's very inconsistent.
Who?
Tatum. Yeah,
I just showed you his recent game logs.
Yeah, keep going down. There's 14-point games. There's 17-point games. Yeah,
there's 14. Here, so watch, though. 38 minutes, 32 points. 28 minutes, 14 points.
On what?
40 minutes, 44 points. Like, these bad performances are all he shoots the ball less than 15 times, less than 17 times. Look, 14 points, 17 shots, 15 points, 17 shots. All these big ones are 20-something shots. Shoot the ball, and play more than 28 minutes a game and go average. I bet you where is per 36? Because these are all when he's not playing a lot and not shooting. So let's
but why is he not playing? Why is he not playing? I don't get that. That doesn't make sense to me.
Hey, bro, all I know is you're sleeping on this guy like I've seen you sleep on multiple players.
You find his per 36?
And at some point, no. Basketball Reference?
Yeah.
And at some point, I don't see it. He's going to prove you wrong, but you just haven't hit it yet per game. How do I switch?
Just go down. Keep going.
Per 36, right here.
Yeah.
He's 27 a game.
Yeah. I don't know. There's definitely games out there where I'll go down and I'll be like, oh, you lost to Boston? You lost to Chicago?
Bro, he's 27. He's 8 boards. He's 4.5 dimes. He's a half a block and 1.3 steals a game per 36.
All I'm saying, man, here, hold up. Let me find this. Because this was the game that I was like, what? Yeah, all right, so he's 14, 13.
I could find Steph Curry games like that in the finals.
14, 13, and 10 on 3 of 17.
That sounds like a Steph Curry game. Like a finals game
is
what that sounds like to me. Your other guy who's just a gunner who goes out and shoots a million shots.
Yeah, but he's a point guard. He's a point guard.
Not really. Not a point guard.
Yeah, but he's littler than Tatum. Yeah. Tatum's like 6'8".
So what? You just like him because he's little gunner instead of a big gunner?
Yeah, that's part of it.
Okay. It's bizarre.
The height thing definitely has something to do with it.
Yeah, okay, hey man. At some point,
it's a lot easier to shoot if you're 6'8" versus 6'2".
At some point, this dude is. Are you sure about that? Because I think hand-eye coordination is indirectly related with height. I think it takes your brain longer to send a signal to a long body part than it does a short one. That's why shorter guys are usually more quick and athletic and skillful. So I'm not sure if that's a good point. But regardless, at some point, this dude's going to prove you wrong, and you're going to have to come on here and be like, I was wrong about Tatum. It's just a matter of time. It's 3 months, 2 years, 5 years. I don't know when it'll be, but at some point, you're going to be like, I should probably buy a Tatum jersey. I'm going to be like, yeah, for sure, dude. What? He's awesome. You're crazy.
Yeah, we'll see.
But watch this now. Watch this idiot now. All right, next topic. Michael Porter Jr. drops 50. What do you got on that?
He's
awesome. Yeah, sorry.
Kevin Porter Jr.
My bad. Kevin Porter Jr. drops awesome.
Yeah, Kevin Porter Jr. is
Go ahead.
awesome.
Yeah, you're such a moron, dude. You're such a moron.
I love Kevin Porter Jr. More Kevin Porter Jr.
This is the dumbest shit of all time.
50, bro.
Oh, my God. This is the dumbest shit of all time.
Yeah, he's left-handed, bro. James Harden with the shout-out on Instagram, too.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So you like Steph because he's small and Michael Porter Jr. because he's lefty.
Kevin Porter Jr.
I keep saying Michael Porter Jr. Sorry. I wrote it down, Michael Porter Jr. That's why. Yes, Kevin Porter Jr. All right, so I will admit, you've been on Kevin Porter Jr. early since USC. He barely. All right. For anybody listening to this who has never looked into this, let me do a little 2-minute breakdown on this dude's life. This dude's game has always been awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome from the time he was a little kid. The only problems have always been off the court.
For sure.
Everything has always been off the court. It starts when he's a little kid. He's 4 or 5. His dad is trying to administer help to someone, like CPR or something, someone who's been attacked. And the attackers shoot and kill his dad. 5 shots. Dead right there. The kid gets raised by his mom. And so according to all the stories and everything you read, he was in a lot of trouble growing up, as one would assume that one would be. Yes. Okay. So he wants to play at Rainier High School in Seattle because that's where his dad played, and he wanted to continue his legacy. His mom wanted him to go somewhere else. He goes there and is Mr. Basketball.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Okay. So he is at least in the state playoffs all 4 years. Leads his team to the state championship senior year, averaging 27, 14, and 8. or some ridiculous nonsense like that.
He has that crazy
27
play
and
in the
14,
high school
I know
game
he averaged
where he
that.
goes the behind the back into the dunk.
That's
ridiculous.
So he goes to USC and he's got, what do they call it? Like personal off-court issues is how they call it. So he's going to miss the remainder of the season. But he'll stay with the team, quote unquote. So everyone's like, what's happening?
Yeah.
After the season, it was something with, what was it? It was something with like another player. Oh, they were in a fight. Oh, no, that was recently. Sorry. Hold on. I'm getting my stories mixed up. So he's out for the rest of his freshman year at USC. He forgoes the rest of his time in college, enters the draft, gets picked up 30th overall, which is disrespectful in terms of just his game. But obviously you have to look at more than that.
Yeah.
Has the big blow up in Cleveland because of Torian Prince's locker. Yeah, exactly. And he goes in and screams at management and coaches about his
throwing
locker.
Sandwiches and stuff.
Right. So then they deal him for a second-round pick, which is they probably should have got more at least.
Yeah.
Like, that was bad. Because you were saying it the whole time. You're like, I don't know. I'm not here to talk about the other stuff. I just know in between the lines, that dude can get buckets as good as anybody.
Better than anybody in the league.
Yes. And so, like, all right, that being said, so now obviously he's in Houston. Even when Houston gets him, they didn't want him.
Right.
As early as February, he's down in the G League playing for, like, the Vipers or whatever they're called. His first game of the G League, triple-double. What's up? 29, 11, and 15.
Yeah.
And then they're like, okay, come on up here. Now he's playing for Houston, averaging 15 a game. You know, he's a kid. He's a kid. He's, 19
totally.
or 20?
But, see, the reason why I love Kevin Porter Jr. and we talk about the Tatum thing and everything is because it's all about roles, man. And Kevin Porter Jr. and the role that he plays is
and
awesome.
Like, culture.
Yeah,
like, Can I get people to help me here?
Hear
I don't
me
mean
out.
teammates. I
Hear
mean,
me
like,
out.
coaching staff and, like, people to help me through life, not basketball. Like, you need people to guide you.
Totally. So, hear me out, though. So, it's about roles, man. And Kevin Porter Jr. is a role player. He's not out here making max money.
He was going to die in Cleveland.
Yeah, totally.
This worked out great for him.
Totally. So,
he
comes out and he gets 50. I mean, he's like that,
Not only 50, 50, 5, and 11. Dude, he had double-digit dimes.
Yeah.
That's like a James Harden thing.
Yeah,
Harden will
sick.
get you like 61 and 17.
Dude, yeah.
That's like a Harden line.
Yeah,
yes.
totally.
51 and 11? Like, whoo, he hit 9 threes, bro.
Yeah, dude. I'm pro Kevin Porter Jr. I mean, he's sick. He's out here getting buckets, and there's just a bunch of clips of him all the time. And I remember when he was in the G League, his highlights were blowing up. We're like, why is he down there?
Yes.
Like, this guy's unbelievable. This guy's gonna get like 20 a game.
Similar to Tatum in that he's got just the deepest bag ever of ISO bucket moves.
Right.
One-on-one, like, moves.
Yeah.
Like, dude, Kevin Porter Jr. has all of that. Like, that's just the same way I like Tatum because he can create his own shot off of nothing.
Right.
Kevin Porter Jr. a couple times throughout that game, it was just like a weird defensive miscommunication, and he's got the ball at, like, 19 feet away.
Right.
He just take 3 steps behind the three-point line and shoot it. Because he's like, they switched, and nobody hit. Dude, he can just he has balls and he wants to shoot and he has awesome moves and shot creating ability. Shot creating abilities, ball handling, and shot creating. He chains them together like Tatum. Dude, he's awesome. They're actually very similar players. He's 6'4", 200.
Yeah, totally.
Tatum's 6'9". Yeah. But I mean,
both those guys have the ball on a string.
What they do with the ball in their hands. I know you don't like Tatum as much. Whatever. It's not my point. My point is, like, their games, their skill sets are similar.
Totally,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I agree.
Like half spin into the cross, into the side step off the glass, and then jog down the court laughing. You're like, oh.
Yeah. Like, he's got all that, bro, and he's a part of those summer workouts too with those Lifetime
things.
Isn't that
funny? I'm sitting here comparing his game to Jayson Tatum, and they got a second for him. What could you give me for Jayson Tatum? 5 firsts and multiple young guys.
Yeah, totally.
6 firsts. They got a second for this guy.
He'd give you 50.
I'm sitting here comparing his game and his skill set to a 6'4"
Well, like,
Jayson
in reality,
Tatum.
I think the basketball gods are like, we got you, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, that's not gonna happen.
They're like, dude,
like
that James Harden thing was so bad. We got to get you back on that one. Like,
dude, how funny is it that, like, 4 days earlier, he got fined for being at a strip club, violating the NBA's health and safety protocol.
Did you see the video?
He was at a strip club, and who was it? Sterling Brown?
Did you see the video?
Gets attacked. I did not, but I read all about it. I didn't see the video.
Oh, my God. Yeah, there's a video, and Sterling Brown's talking to the cops. His face is, like, aggressively bloody. Like, he looks like he came out of a movie. Dude, you're like, oh, my God.
Again, the stuff off the court is the only stuff. Because, like, on the court, are you watching this guy? This guy's doing filthy
Kevin
things
Porter
on the court.
Also off the court is throwing those. Throwing bricks. I promise you. Kevin Porter's got a couple knockouts on his list.
What's up, guys? This episode is brought to you by our sponsor, Stria Sport. Stria Sport is the official basketball shoe of the Stepback. Guys, this is an awesome company. This was founded by some hoopers who, after their own college basketball careers, they realized that basketball players need an affordable basketball shoe that prioritizes function without compromising quality. So, guys, what they did is they spent 2 years designing, researching, and testing out the most comfortable basketball shoe, and it is the third most lightweight basketball shoe to release and hit the market in the last 5 years. Guys, to see more of their story and check out their products, go to striasport.com. You guys can use discount code StepbackPod to save yourself 10%. That's Stria Sport on Instagram, striasport.com. Use discount code StepbackPod and save yourself 10%. All right, cool, man. Another big story that came. This was yesterday. LaMelo Ball returns. See that?
Yeah,
27 minutes, 11, 7, and 8 on 4 of 10, 1 of 4 from deep, 2 of 4 at the line. Again, just like LeBron, 5 turnovers. That means nothing to me. These guys who pass the ball all game long.
They won, right?
Yeah. Yes, they won over Detroit 107-94.
Keep
the
winning.
5 turnovers means nothing because when you pass the ball all game long, that's going to happen. You're trying passes. You see the underhand.
Ridiculous, yeah.
And the 90-foot outlet pass underhand.
Insane.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, they won over Detroit. Detroit sucks, but, like, if you watch the game, dude, like you had been telling me before, like right when LaMelo got hurt, their team is just pretty good. Like, Charlotte's good. Terry Rozier was hooping. He had 23 or something.
Yeah.
Miles Bridges.
Graham.
Yes, Miles Bridges had 27, 7, and 4 on 11 of 16 and 4 of 4 at the line. Like, dude, these guys are just hooping.
Yeah.
Like,
PJ Washington.
yes, dude, they're nice.
Borrego.
Yeah,
James Borrego.
It was a big story was, Melo coming back. So, I don't know. I don't know if that means anything. Get them a little playoff experience. That's cool. That's really good for their young core, Yeah, Borrego, massive. When your star goes down and you guys keep winning, you just look right to the coach. You know? You're like, brilliant.
Yeah, you're doing awesome, bro.
All right, so we fought about this the other day, but I wanted to bring it up on the podcast. We don't have to have the whole argument we had the other day, but I do just want to shine some light on it. I watched like 6 of the last 7 T-Wolves.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Dude, they're fun to watch because, like, all right, so, like, they suck, right? They've won, like,
awful.
16 games or something.
They're the second worst team in the league.
They're terrible.
Yeah.
But, like, dude, they're in a lot of these games.
Yeah, I believe that.
So, like, last night, they lose 140 to 136 in OT to the Pelicans.
Right.
Like, dude, they can win that game.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a 4-point loss. So, Cat finishes at 28, 14, and 3. He hits 4 threes. He's 8 of 8 at the line. 3 steals. Yeah. Anthony Edwards, 29, 9, and 6. D'Lo, 17 and 11 dimes. D'Lo goes 1 of 12 from deep. He hits 2 of those, they win that game. Dude, that's what I'm saying. They're in all these games. Like, this is what I was telling you the other day. I prefaced it with, like, bro, this is going to be, I know it's weird, and I'm not saying that they're awesome or that they're close to win. That's not what I mean. I just mean their core is cooler than we think it is. Like, D'Lo started coming off the bench, and their bench looked awesome. Now, all of a sudden, they're the second best bench unit in the league, 41 points a game off the bench. Naz Reid is a monster. Naz Reid is going to get paid. He's going to get extended. He's probably, to be honest, we always joke about Cat's awesome, but he's not, like, impact, and he's not consistent. Dude, honestly, in terms of pure consistency, it's probably Naz Reid. Every night, it's the same thing, man. Naz Reid kind of is like Montrez, where he just has more energy than everyone.
Right.
He's going to get dunks and boards and tips and putbacks and all of that, dude. And, like, off the bench, like, dude, you need that. And then, like, as soon as D'Lo comes in off the bench, he just comes running bench unit. Like I said, he had 17-11 the other day. Listen, man, obviously they suck. I'm not trying to convince anyone they don't suck.
Yeah.
I just want people to keep half an eye on Minnesota because just like I was saying about Luka, Zion, and Tatum, like, I don't think we should give up on these guys yet.
Yeah.
They're all really young. And like, as soon as D'Lo missed 26 games, as soon as he comes back, like, dude, they looked okay.
Right.
They haven't looked as bad as people think they have. You know what I mean? Like, you have to take it as a sample size of, like, having their actual team together. I think they're, like, 7-4 since D'Lo's been back or something like that. If you can extrapolate that over a season, that's a playoff team. You know what I mean?
But they were awful last year. It's like, dude, they can't.
They didn't have the full team last year. Now they have a guard, a wing, and a big.
Yeah.
I was halfway joking, saying, run the triangle. Go find Phil. His drunk ass is on an island somewhere.
Yeah.
Somebody go ask that man some questions.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know, man. I just think they suck.
I know.
And
I'm not saying they don't.
Yeah, and
they
it's
definitely
like
suck.
when we were talking about it, we were like, dude, why? It's amazing at how
new coaching, new veterans. Like, dude, the thing is very heavily predicated on Ricky Rubio's decision making, and it's very bizarre. Because I like Rubio, I always bitch about true point guards and quarterbacks. He is one. It's just that he's not nice like that, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like you're putting the ball in his hands too much.
Yeah, dude, and I think it's amazing how franchises, it depends. Like it's amazing how bad franchises like impact winning. That it's like, God, like if you had those three in San Antonio, you had the same three guys.
Yes, Cat, D'Lo, and Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, or if you had them in Golden State, or
you're
if you
like,
had
that's
them in
a Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, why
team.
are they not
three
at
stars.
least a playoff team?
They have 3 stars.
Yeah, you're definitely not the second worst team in the NBA. It's unbelievable, man. It's like ownership.
Minnesota, yes. It's like how I used to say I'm not convinced these type of teams. The team I used 3 years ago when we had this conversation was Phoenix.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're better now, so they've sort of proven me wrong. But I used to say I'm not convinced a team like Minnesota or Phoenix can ever win a title.
Yeah, totally.
You know?
I think it's like it's unbelievable. Like it's truly like, because Cat obviously he's just.
Dude, I watch him play, man. He's like Embiid. He'll hit you with a cross, hezzy in and out step back 3 off the dribble. And you're like, what was that?
Yeah.
What in God's name was that?
Yeah.
And then he'll do like a post move down low, dunk on somebody, block a shot on the other side. You're like, what? And at the end of the game, he's got 28 and 16. And you're like, all right, dude. Well, like something's got to change here because like your players are good.
Yeah,
I
totally.
like Cat.
But it's all empty stats.
Yes, there's no impact.
Yeah.
It's Cat has awesome stats and they lose. And Anthony Edwards has highlights and they lose, even though the other night he was 29, 9, and 6.
Yeah.
D'Lo, it's like the impact isn't the same in Brooklyn. He's been out for a while, but like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not sitting here, like I said, I'm not sitting here trying to convince anybody they don't suck. They're terrible.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I'm not convinced that you don't rework some of that roster and the coaching staff.
Right.
I don't know that they suck as bad as they do.
Right.
They shouldn't be that bad. Their players are pretty good.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Like,
I agree. I just think
I've been way too hard on Cat. Like I used to talk so much trash about him without watching him play for the full game. Like, dude, I've watched a lot of their full games.
He's hurt a lot.
Dominates the
hurt
game.
a lot.
He dominates the game.
Yeah, but it's like he's one of those guys where it's like you don't play. Yeah, you don't play
yes,
inconsistent.
Yes. I know. There's got to be because even still,
you got to get him with a way better guy.
And a point guard.
Yeah.
And a point guard who's...
He's got to be probably your third option.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know that D'Lo, Ant, and Cat can't be a playoff team.
Yeah, I don't think that. Not in Minnesota.
What if they get another top pick? What if this pick they keep? What if they hang on to this pick and they
it
get
has to be
another
1,
top
2,
pick?
or 3.
So what if they get 1? So what if they get a point guard? Can they get Cade Cunningham? What if it goes Cade Cunningham, D'Lo, Anthony Edwards, McDaniels, and Cat? Is that that's a playoff team?
You need a new coach. He's getting canned at the end of the year, right?
Almost has to. You can't win 15 games
and come back. There's no way. Yeah, for sure.
I'll go win one.
Yeah.
You have superstars on your roster.
Yeah,
you have 15 wins.
That guy's gone. That guy's gone.
Peace out.
We need a new coach immediately.
Nice knowing you. You probably all knew everybody. Clean everybody up.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like McDaniels is a nice young piece, and D'Lo, Cat, and Edwards are like stars. And then, man, if you can get another top pick, like, I'm not convinced that team sucks as bad as my eyeballs are showing me that they suck. You know? That's all I'm saying. They
got potential, but those scrubs are terrible.
I know. They got to get rid of all those scrubs. They got like 9 scrubs
Jordan
on their
McLaughlin.
Team. They got a lot of them.
Oh,
they got a lot of them. Jordan McLaughlin played pretty nice. I know. It's tough. All right, dude, moving on. Let's go on to some injury news. Does this do anything for you? Kelly Oubre been playing a little bit for the torn wrist ligament, broken hand. He's going to be reevaluated. See if he can play.
As a Steph supporter. It's been a long
supporter.
It's been a dark.
Dick rider.
It's been a long, dark season for Golden State, and this brought me joy.
Oh, you mean the guy who's averaging 11 for his career is having his best season ever and going and averaging 15 right now?
Kelly Oubre?
Yes.
Yeah. Really?
Yes.
That's
I saw it today. I had to
awful.
scrape my brain matter off the wall.
Yeah.
I was like, this is his best season by a substantial margin, too.
Wow, yeah. I like, and all respect to Kelly Oubre, but like,
dude, the more he doesn't,
he's just not playing.
The more
That's
he
so
doesn't
good.
play, right? The more shots Steph gets, it's better for their
Yes,
team.
stop shooting.
Ah,
Wiggins is next.
that
Someone
sucks.
go take out his kneecap,
I hate
bro.
that. That's awesome. I just meant to bring that up too about Minnesota. Is how nice is it that they have Ant, which is like player style wise. He's what Wiggins was supposed to be. The
Totally,
same thing.
yeah,
He goes
yeah.
up and dunks on people,
Totally.
hits step back threes. Like, dude, he is who Wiggins was supposed to be. So they had to watch Wiggins for all these years, and now they got like the perfect replacement.
Yeah,
That's
totally,
awesome.
yeah.
All right, yeah. So I mean, Kelly Oubre, we don't know. That probably means nothing. More shots for Steph.
Yeah, that's what we want.
Brogdon, hammy. Does that do anything for you?
No, they're out of the playoffs.
It adds to a long list of injuries for them. Miles Turner, Jakar Sampson, T.J. Warren, Jeremy Lamb, now Brogdon. Even Sabonis the other night was game time. He ended up playing. But
Sheesh.
yeah, they're decimated. They beat OKC yesterday, 152-95.
That team's like weirdly nice. Karis LeVert.
Yes, dude. Yeah, I agree. Dude, Sabonis had a triple-double at halftime.
I like Brogdon.
Sabonis had a triple-double at halftime.
Yeah.
Dude, he finished with 26, 19, and 14.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, dude.
It's insane.
Go eat.
Yeah.
OKC sucks, but they're not trying to win.
Yeah.
Here's one I've been waiting to hear you go off on. You ready for this? Kristaps Porzingis, knee, again, done. Or gone for right now. They said, well, you don't know. We're going to look at it. Seems like a bruise. Come on, give me something good on this right here.
Yeah, that's well, it's not. It's certainly not surprising. I'm certainly not surprised. I'm
right,
sitting here completely. If you were to tell me, hey, bro, you know what? In 2 weeks, I'm gonna be bringing up a Kristaps knee injury, and I'd be like, bro, I know.
That.
Yeah,
you probably
I did know that.
Dude,
I already know. I know you didn't even tell me, but really, I already know. Yeah.
I knew. That's hilarious. Dude, shout out, what is it? Flight Mike on YouTube, is that his name? I watched one of his videos from today or yesterday, and it's detailing the weird relationship between Luka and KP. So, okay, I'd never even, this is new for me. Let me put you on right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me put you on. All right, so basically, like, it's a thing in Dallas Twitter and Mavs Twitter that, like, these guys don't even interact with each other or acknowledge each other during the game. When they do this to each other and fist bump each other, it's big news in Mavs Twitter because they don't acknowledge each other during the game. Remember when Luka had that crazy game winner off the floater in Memphis like a week or two ago? Everybody in Dallas is jumping up and down and running over to Kristaps, running over to Luka rather. Not only does Kristaps not run over and congratulate him, he looks pissed. He looks mad. He's like, he's scoffing and scouring and walking off the court because he was open on the other elbow extended from three. He was standing there open, but like he looks mad. And then like it goes into the video I watched shows. And if anyone wants to go watch this, it's the Flight Mic on YouTube. Go watch Luka and Porzingis video on his page. It showed like their relationship, even in the press conference after the game.
Right.
Every time they ask KP a question, it's about Luka, and KP doesn't like it. It's obvious. You can feel it. Like they ask him a question about Luka, he kind of like answers it like that, you know, like kind of like with the facial expressions. And then they ask him another question about Luka, and now he's like going like this. Like you can literally see it on his face that he's like.
Oh, that's so strange.
Okay, and they brought up the fact that, like, well, before Luka was Kristaps. Kristaps was kind of Luka first.
Yeah.
He's this superstar Euro in New York.
Yeah.
And then they show asking KP about what he thinks about playing in New York. He had a big smile. I love it. I miss it so much. And I don't know. It's kind of all. And then KP gets hurt again. And it sort of all plays into your thing.
You can't be mad, dog. You can't be mad if you're hurt all the time, and you know you're in trade talks, and you never play. In the biggest game of the year last year, you sat out. It's
dude, I still think I've said it every episode of the show. They would have won that series if he would have played.
Yeah.
They were winning. They were kicking the shit out of the Clippers. Don't let anyone ever tell you anything different. I watched every second and every dribble of that series. They were winning. They were beating the shit out of them in every exchange possible.
Yeah.
Every loose ball, every rebound, every possible.
Dude, trade Kristaps. What are we doing?
I'm probably with you. I was so against it before, but like, dude, now even in that video I watched.
Yeah, and if it's going to be.
I missed this the other day, but in that video I watched, they brought it up. Mark Cuban did an interview where even he says they don't get along that well. They're not that good of friends. They're certainly not best friends. There's some bumps in their relationship, is the way Cuban worded it. It's like, ugh. Man, it's like they thought they had the perfect guy. Cuban always builds his team with European and international players.
Right.
He always does. He always has. It seemed like a match made in heaven. It seemed like a perfect match, right? And even when he plays, he's still 20, 19 and a half, and 9. That's doable. PER, even this year in games he plays, 22. Legit. We can run that.
Right.
The problem is they don't seem to like each other. They don't seem to enhance each other's games, and Kristaps doesn't really play that often. I don't know, man. Like I said,
that's problematic.
The
that's
biggest
super
one
problematic.
to me was the game winner. I'd never noticed it. I never saw it on Twitter. Nothing. I watched it and I was like, "What?" Here, you want to see if I can find it real quick?
Yeah. Wow.
Dude, watch this. All right, so Luka inbound. Here's KP. So he puts his arm up like this, but everyone else runs over to Luka and celebrates. KP turns and walks the other way. And like, we don't have to sit and watch it a million times or watch the different video, because like it goes into what KP said in the press conference and his facial stuff. So like, we won't get into it all. Like I said, go watch that video on that kid's page. But dude, it sort of all just lends itself to what you've been saying, which is like, this isn't the guy.
Yeah.
Luka's generational and this isn't the guy. That's fair. But even Luka, even if you get him, quote unquote, the guy, just like I was saying earlier,
he doesn't even need to be a guy.
Is he ready to lead his team to a championship?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, man.
Maybe. Is it crazy?
He's still a very big baby with the refs. He doesn't go back and play defense a lot.
True.
This season has been...
I hate that he does
this
that.
This season has been hugely eye-opening in terms of that. I think he's got a decision to make in terms of what kind of player he wants to be.
Kristaps is gone. You need more productive guys that are going to play. It can't be Luka and Scrubs every night. Yeah, we can't do that.
I agree.
What's up, guys? It's Pat and Kyle with the Stepback NBA Podcast. Go check out our friends at smoothmyballs.com. That's smoothmyballs.com. Never nip your sack again with the Turf Chopper 3.0. Don't forget to use promo code STEPBACK to save yourself 15% so they know that we sent you. That's smoothmyballs.com. Use promo code STEPBACK.
All right, cool. There's been a little bit of movement in the standings. So let's go over it real quick and then let's get out of here. Yeah. Okay, let's stay on it. Luka shines, dude. 30 youngest player ever, to record 35 triple-doubles in his career, breaking LeBron's record. They also, ironically, overtook the Lakers for the 5th seed. What you got? Does that do anything for you?
Nah.
So, I mean, okay, let me look at the Western Conference standings. So they're 5 and Lakers are 6. So realistically, it's Clippers, Mavericks in the first round.
Oh, yeah. Sign me up for that.
I like that, too.
Sign me up for that.
Rematch?
Yeah, it would be awesome.
I want that.
Nuggets, Lakers.
I don't know if the
round.
Clippers like that. But now they have Rondo and Ibaka.
Lakers better stay out of that 7 seed.
Dude, I saw today something about that it was likely they could hit that 7 seed. And it made me a little nervous, dude. Because that means you're going to deal with one of those teams that has lost 18 games
The playing games?
Yeah, and you're going to deal with one of the... Oh, yeah, no, I forgot. That's how it goes. Yeah, that would be bad, huh?
LeBron's got more games.
Does that become an elimination game for LeBron? Like you get elimination LeBron where he's averaging like 40, 17, and 11?
Against the Spurs.
Play-in game LeBron might just be a problem, dude. He comes in for a 65-point triple-double.
Dame's like, dude.
This is tough. Yeah, all right, so Dallas moves up to 5, Lakers drop to 6. Nuggets, the other day, they rolled past the Clippers, beat them 110 and 104, and then they passed them in the standings. So the Nuggets are now 3, the Clippers are 4.
Campazzo's been awesome for them.
He has been, man.
Campazzo.
Let's get into the Nuggets for just a little short one here. Dude, all right, so the other night was a close game until Joker drops 18 in the third, including 7 straight at one point, and then it's over. They never look back. Never look back after that. Dude, they're 9-1 or 10-1 since Jamal Murray got hurt. And Michael Porter Jr. is averaging 26 since Murray got hurt.
That's insane.
Did you see Austin Rivers talking about Michael Porter Jr. in the press conference?
I like Austin Rivers. Austin Rivers would be a sick coach.
I agree. Or analyst, announcer, anything. He's awesome. Just like when we were watching the Draymond one, explaining guarding the 2 MVPs.
Yeah.
Watching Austin Rivers explain from his perspective what Michael Porter Jr. is like and what the media thinks he's like and stuff like that was awesome, dude.
Yeah.
It was so cool, man.
Yeah.
He was talking about, like, dude, he's a kid. He said some dumb shit. Everyone sort of wrote him off, which is sort of that happens in the league, where you think you got a guy pinned down, but, like, dude, yeah, it was awesome. Michael Porter Jr.,
He's been awesome,
man. He's 6'10".
He's 7 feet tall. Yeah, he's 7 feet tall.
He's one of the nicest jumpers I've seen. Yeah, dude. It's wet. It's pure, dude.
Yeah. He's young.
Yeah. It's 6'10". It's pure. As soon as Jamal Murray went down and they needed another bucket getter and ball handler, this dude went to 26 a game.
Yeah. What's up?
Can we extrapolate that? Can Murray and Porter both be around 20 a game?
That would be awesome. Murray is all about consistency, though. He's never consistent enough to do it. So if he can be consistent enough, then.
But, like, if Murray can give me, like, 18 and 7. And Porter,
that's pretty much what he's doing right now.
Yeah, but can Porter give me 25 a game?
Yeah,
on top of
Porter's
Joker,
your second guy. Then Porter's got to take more shots.
Yes, but then Murray needs to probably run the offense more and take less, contested step
bad
backs.
threes. Yeah.
I don't know, but if they can, then all of a sudden that Denver team becomes nicer. Yes, dude. That Denver team might.
Yeah, they're scary.
I don't know if they're like.
They're just underwhelming because they don't have Murray. So you think that they're down, but they're not really down. They're deep, man. They've both hiding down there somewhere,
it said
too.
Murray was with them yesterday, and he gave a little pump-up speech to the team, and he was like, don't get it twisted. Their goal is still a title. 100%. Like those, dude, I'll tell you what, those Nuggets, dude, play like it.
Yeah.
They play like they think they can win a title.
Definitely.
And let me tell you what, going into the Pepsi Center is tough.
Yeah, and
because they play at elevation. Yeah. You don't want to go and do a Game 7 in the Pepsi Center. You don't want that.
Yeah, no.
You want to try to avoid that.
In the elevation,
Yes.
in a long running game with Jokic.
Yeah. Yep. You want to just try to avoid that if you can. All right, so cool. Shout out Boston. Shout out Denver. Yeah, they're going to be fun to watch, man. All right, so the Suns took the number 1 seed in basketball and then gave it back up.
Yeah. How about that move on Gobert?
The step back. Gobert does the Heisman.
Yeah.
He's falling over into a Heisman pose.
Yeah.
He does the Heisman. It was embarrassing. Oh, man.
Yeah.
It was bad. Yeah, man. I mean, dude, both those teams. All right, so it's like now the Suns and the Jazz are half game apart in the loss column. Half game, 0.5. They're just bouncing back and forth for the best seed in basketball.
Yeah.
So I guess the question is, who's the better team? Who do you like, Phoenix or Utah? Who is the better basketball team?
Probably Phoenix.
Now, who's the better basketball team in a 7-game series?
Probably Utah.
Really? Why do you say that?
Because I think that they've more experience. Yeah,
yes,
and
Mitchell
has won series already on his own, and with Gobert, I mean so they play like a team, and they're deeper. Yeah, Utah.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Did you see the viral thing about? It was a super cut. It was all these highlights put together and it was just called Chris Paul takes people into his elbow torture chamber. And it's all the times that Chris Paul comes off the screen and then pulls up right at the elbow, right at the free throw line. And then, like, the guy stops and he's like, where are you going? Are you going to keep driving? You going to step back? Man. It is like, dude, it literally is like magic. You're like, some of the ones, I'm sitting there watching by myself and I'm just making audible noises.
Yeah. Hilarious. Yeah.
Dude.
He gets the rolls, too. It'll bounce in.
All the time. Roll around the rim. Yeah, dude. Awesome. Yeah, dude, they're going to be tough. Both those teams are going to be tough. I don't really know who I think I would have in a 7-game series. Probably Utah as well. Experience, and they've just been better longer.
Definitely. I agree.
But then again, Phoenix is probably hotter right now. So, I don't know. Dude, shout out Devin Booker, man. He, not only is he just do this night in and night out, and CP was like, I'm just happy people finally get to see Devin Booker.
Yeah.
Dude, Devin Booker, man, he never folded. No
trade.
There's
a moment where he was like, I don't know about that.
No rumblings?
No, there was a rumble.
What rumble?
Last year. towards the end of the year after the bubble. They went 8-0 and still didn't make it. And he was like, I'm done here. We're done here.
Didn't he say, I'm done losing?
Yes.
Isn't that what he said?
Yeah,
I'm done
Phoenix
losing.
is like, all right, we'll go get Chris Paul.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a rumble. Like, sort of. But, like, yeah, dude, that's all set up in the bubble with Monty Williams.
I heard on Kevin O'Connor's podcast that he was talking about Booker getting
Okay,
moved,
well, then I'll buy
like,
that. I'll buy it.
Yeah.
Damn, man. Well, I don't know. Well, regardless, he's there now, and he stuck it out with a shitty franchise, a historically shitty franchise. And they're fighting for the number 1 seed in all basketball. So shout out Phoenix.
Booker, yeah.
I guess, you know?
Yeah, dude, they awesome year, Monty Williams, all those guys, but we'll see how the playoff goes,
All right, dude, cool. Anything else you want to get into or what?
No, I think we're good.
Cool. All right.
Cole Anthony hit a game winner.
Oh yeah, that was awesome. Shout out the Magic. Shout out Cole Anthony.
They suck, but that's cool.
I like seeing it. I like when teams are shitty and because they try to be. They're like, all right, I guess we
Did
just
you hear
gotta
the post-game
play
interview?
All these young guys, and I like when the young guys step up.
Yeah.
What? No, I didn't. What
You
did he
didn't.
say?
You didn't hear the Cole Anthony. Oh.
What did he say?
Yeah, so they asked him, he's like, well, you were saying before, like, get the ball in my hands. Is that what you meant? He goes, yeah. And then they ask him after, and they're like, what was going through your head the last second? He goes, I came off the screen. Kyle Slomo on me, and I was like, oh, it's game time.
Oh,
and he
it's
pulled
dark.
it. Yeah, hilarious.
Slomo had a good game, though. He had 20-something.
Dude. So Cole Anthony posted the pic of him just rising for the game winner, and Kyle Anderson goes, that's a tough shot, young fella.
That's funny.
Yeah.
All right, dude, cool. Till next time.
Yeah, till next
All right,
time.
peace.